bit of trouble with the frequency, wavelength, and energy of light. So I'm going to do a couple problems together so that way we can do this a little bit better. As you can see, you're still using the same triangle that you did for sound, except now you're doing it with much larger numbers. Especially because you can see the speed of light is always a constant of this. So all electromagnetic spectrum waves all have the speed of 3.0 times 10 or to the 8th power meters per second. So if we are looking for the frequency in number 1, so violet light has a wavelength of 4.10 times 10 to the 12th power. Given that, we can do our triangle. So if we do our triangle, we have our speed, of course, is always going to be on top. So 3.10 times 10 to the 8th. And our frequency is what we're looking for. So our wavelength is going to be 4.10 times 10 to the 12th power. So that means we need to divide these to actually find the frequency. So it'll be 3.0 times 10 to the 8th divided by 4.1 times 10 to the 12th. And actually, it's much simpler than you think it will be. So when we're doing scientific notation, you could just put the number in your calculator and hope that it does something for you, or you can do it the simple way. So first, we have 3.0 divided by 4.1. When we put that in our calculator, we get, so this answer equals 0.71, or it's 0.73. 0.73, but we have to deal with this. So when we divide, we're actually doing 10 to the 12th, so that means we're just going to subtract these exponents. So when we subtract 12 from 8, we get times 10 to the negative 4. Alright, so there's our answer. Except we have to move this over, meaning that now our correct answer is 7.3 times 10 to the negative 3. And frequency is always in hertz. So an extreme high pitch to where you wouldn't be able to perceive. You can only perceive it with your eyes. Light can actually make a sound, but most of the time there's no way that our ears can pick it up. Alright, let's try it one more time. So let's do number 2. So number 2 is the same thing. So we're going to set it up. Triangle still. Frequency is what we have our frequency. We're looking for our wavelength. So frequency is going to be 6.01 times 10 to the 14th. And then our speed is always the same at 3.0 times 10 to the 8th. Alright, so let's set it up. 3.0 times 10 to the 8th divided by 6.01 times 10 to the 14th. And we can set this up the same way. So 3.0 divided by 6.01. Setting that up in our calculator, we get an answer of 0.50. And now we take our exponents. And remember, we're just subtracting 14 from 8. So 8 minus 14 is going to equal 10 to the negative 6. But remember, you got to move it over because in scientific notation there always has to be one number in front of the decimal. So that means it's 10 to the negative 5, and wavelength is measured in meters. Alright? And so if we do that to the negative 5, that means we are getting to extreme small numbers. All right, so if this doesn't make sense, or if it does make sense, feel free to tune in to the live stream on Wednesday. Ask me if you have any questions. It is the same setup, so if it goes through and it's asking by something else, and obviously I give you hints in here too. This is 3 pages. Good luck. Please let me know if you're having trouble with it. Talk to you soon.